Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, mental health, emotional health paradigm. We do that as often as we can, usually several times per week, and usually we bring about conversations of a benefit to you, hopefully. This is our Life Lesson series. This is number 177. We continue that in a foray and to try to bring you uh, into a mindset where you understand that life is trying to teach you things at all times. If you are struggling with addiction recovery, mindset recovery, if you're dealing with relationship challenges, workplace challenges, communication struggles, would love to be of assistance to you. Please feel free to reach out to me or members of my team at PO Perception on Twitter. In the About Me section of this page is where you will find that information. And so the first thing is be ahead of the trends. Know what's trending, know what's important. And I don't mean on social media, but just know where human nature is going. Do we need more people in the helper profession? Do we need more people in technology? Do we need more people that are taking shorter spans of time to be around their partner? What do we need in order to thrive as a society? Because when you know what those trends are and where we're going and where we're going to be in a month, in a week, in a year, we can live better in that way. The next thing is be willing to live, which means enjoy life. That inquires a couple of things. Appreciation, a level of appreciation that's higher than most. It also requires a certain level of, um, you know, um, struggle and difficulty and nature of of focus. It requires us to be honest with ourselves about our strengths and weaknesses. It requires us to begin to understand ourselves differently. It requires a lot of different things. Be willing to understand leadership and be willing to lead. Now, everyone can lead well if they choose to focus on that. Everyone can choose to focus well when they understand how to connect in that manner, but the willingness to do it can often lead to struggles. The willingness to do it can often lead to difficulties, not because you're unintelligent or because life can't happen well, but because you've got to begin to understand the value in leadership, the value in making bigger decisions, smarter decisions, and understanding your life in a way that's going to lead you forward. And also, leadership also means in your house, in your relationships. It doesn't just mean in a business sense or in terms of, telling other people what to do, but leadership also means inspiring others. The next is ignore competition requests. So, obviously, everyone is trying to get what they perceive to be a bigger piece of the pie, what they perceive to be a bigger level of influence with the people around them, with the situations around them. Now, it's not real. What that means is the competition that they think they're in the middle of, it doesn't actually exist in some cases. It doesn't mean that people don't perceive that it exists, which is where the struggle comes in. Perception becomes reality, and competition isn't as important as most people think it is. But the more you think something is important, the more energy and thought and effort you give towards it, the more important it will become in your own psychology. Be honest with yourself about your strengths and weaknesses. Be honest about the things that matter to you and equally the things that don't. If something doesn't matter to you, if you're never going to be on board with something, don't pretend, because a lot of times what people do is they say this matters to them and then they don't put the effort or they don't put the energy or they don't take the time if it's relationship building or whatever, and then a person says you're not what you said you were. And in reality, when we lose that level of credibility with another person, there's so many challenges in terms of how we are. um, that's what's there. So hopefully this is helpful. I encourage you, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.